Hello everyone and welcome and practical section of our unit study, Risk Management and Crisis Adaptation and Food Systems. Objective of this part is to allow the learners to move beyond simple theoretical understanding and engage directly with real-world challenges in food systems with study of some case studies of some scenarios of given answers for some exercise, practical exercise, and also to highlight the relationship between food waste and system risks, and also to analyze and give some specific solution for some crisis situation. In this part, we will talk about different exercises such as management of risk mapping, data interpretation, contingency planning, and reflection innovation policy. Learners are encouraged to utilize available data tests, engage the graphic representation of food loss and supply chain data, and use links to complete their solutions, their answers. The exercises are designed to be versatile, adaptive for each part of the course and complete the all sections studied during our course. Let's move with the exercise number 1 about risk assessment tools. For this exercise, construct a sample risk map for a local or simulated food system showing likelihood versus impact for technical, environmental, economic, and social risks. For this exercise, we have a link, we have some analysis of this map with identified care risk, pilot risk map, analysis outcomes, and proposed monitoring tools with different instructions for each activity and objective of each activity regarding comprehensive list, risk matrix, ranking, and the early warning list. And also we have this map for our exercise, and the link directly I use it to use with the learners for more answer, for more comprehensive of the exercise and details for their answer. For the first question, which risk category dominate your risk map? And for second one, why are certain risks more impactful than other? How could digital tools improve monitoring? What early warning indicator would you choose for environmental risk? Effectively, some of answers of this exercise, it's in a course. We invite to analyze the course, revision of the course, and also use the data of this table, of this link and picture to answer this question. For the exercise number 2, mitigation and prevention, the objective is to evaluate how process improvement and innovative packaging strategies can reduce risk and food waste for selected products. There is different activity also, such as select your product, choose a preadhesive items, and define the case. Also, map process stages, list risk points, and risk table. At first, third activities purpose interventions include sustainable packaging and mitigation plan. And for the fourth activity, evaluate impact, estimate waste reduction, and quantified results. For this activities, there is 4 questions. First one is which stage produces the most waste for your product? How would improved packaging address this? What data would you collect to evaluate success? And explain how digital traceability supports your intervention. Also, for this question, we have some information in the exercise to use it, but also our course about mitigation and prevention part for answers this question. For the exercise number 3 about crisis preparedness, the objective is to develop a contingency plan outlining for simulated food system disruptions, for example, for cold storage failure, for example, with the description of different activity to be verified, to be do, such as describe a scenario, identify disruption causes, context description, list assist, define action, and risk controls within a picture regarding competitive, predictive, and a result of your priorities. The question is, what are the first three steps in your plan for your choose product? How does your plan ensure food safety? Which stakeholder roles are critical? And what digital tool would you enhance preparedness? Uh, this part of exercise, we have some solution, and of course you will choose your tools, you will choose your plan, and then applicate the activities as explained in the table for your to answer this question. For exercise number 4, regarding resilience and sustainability, two of the pillars of risk management and crisis adaptation. Objective is to analyze a circular economy initiative in food processing and its effect on resilience with different activities. We have these pictures for waste sources and output for this type of product. And there is question what circular strategy is featured, how does it reduce risk, how what resilience outcome is most significant, and what policy could support scaling even effectively. We'll answer this question using the table, the figure, but also the calls, especially the part regarding resilience and sustainability. For the exercise number 5, practical case study analysis. For this exercise, the task is to choose a real industry example, for example, dairy industry or vegetable or food, or you have a choice to select your product, select your industry. And an example of crisis adaptation, for example, supply chain routine during COVID-19. And then we'll applicate this activity of the table, description of your disruption, evaluate response, identify strengths, and recommend improvement for your situation. With this complement formation, 5 of the most expensive corporate crises and their lessons to complete the course. But on the course, in general, we have most information, the principal information necessary for answer all the question of your exercise. For the first question of this exercise, what was the main disruptions? Which adaptation was most effective? What risk was minimized? And how would you enhance resilience further? For the last exercise regarding skills development and reflections regarding risk management and crisis adaptation for food system, the objective of this exercise reflect on your technical, digital, and resilience skills got across the practical activities with application of this base table activity instruction and expected outcome. For activity, self-assessment, evidence log, and growth plan, and finally, peer feedback with feedback for summary for your choose technical and digital resilience. For the question, which skill improved the most? Which exercise influence this most? What skill need more work, and how will you apply these skills professionally? Based on the skills development reflection, you will choose the skills and develop your concept based on the table and to answer this question. That is all for our practical section for this unit studies regarding management, risk management, and and risk increases adaptation for food systems. And thank you for your attention for this practical section. See you in next course.